Hey, and welcome to Investing with Stef YouTube channel. My name is Stefan, and in this channel we talk all about investing and give you all the information to be a better investor or to just start investing. So what I do is I look at many investors out there and I try to compile all their data to make it easier for me to understand, and then I present it to you to help you better understand it. So today we're going to talk about the 4 M's of investing, and we're going to take each section and we're going to break it down to go in deeper depth, to go into more depth in that area. So the 4 M's of investing stands for the meaning, the management, the moat, and the margin of safety. I did a video on this. You'll see I put a link here on top, and you will see that that just covered the basics of each. I just touched on each, but now today we're going to go into meaning and how you can find ways to invest. And maybe you don't even know what company to invest in, you don't know where to start. So today we're going to look at that. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to see what is your circle of competence. Warren Buffett says it well. He says that if you stay in your circle of competence, you will know a lot more about the company that you invest in, so that when the price goes down, you know when to buy it. I think Phil Town says that to be a mile deep and an inch wide. So don't make your circle too big, but go into depth in that industry. So first what you want to do is take a pen and paper and make some notes, maybe watch this video a few times. So what you want to do is you want to create 3 circles. The 3 circles look like this. Let me just move myself. So the 3 circles look like this. So on the one circle you want to put talent. That is how you make your money, your job, your investments, your hobby, just places where you get income in. So that is your talent. The passion is what things do you like doing, like your hobbies. What do you do on your spare time? Do you that is what you put in this circle. The next one is spending. Where do you spend your money? Obviously we all spend our money on food, on clothing, maybe on a house, and maybe you like traveling. So these are the type of spendings that you're going to put in. So we're going to look at each circle and we're going to go into depth on each circle. We're also going to look at a fictitious person. It is a doctor. So this doctor has ways how he make income. There are ways how he spends his money. So we're going to take a doctor and we're going to see what type of investments so he should look at and he should spend in. Now you can do the same for you. You can see, okay, your talent, your passion. But this is just an example. So let's go into this. So first we're going to look at the first circle here, and this is talent. So let's see what is his talent. Where does he make his money and where does he get his money? So the first one is a doctor. So he obviously operates, he runs maybe his own practice, and majority of his income comes through his occupation, his doctor. He is also a consultant to other doctors. Maybe he does some training, maybe he does a part-time job where other doctors says to him, listen, we need your expertise to help me with this operation. So he makes some extra money in that field as well. He also buys and sells model planes. So he loves flying model planes. So he would then buy some model planes, he will use them, and then because he's connected in that industry on weekends, he will then sell some of those model planes and make a profit on that. So he loves buying and selling planes. Another one is he does landscape. Now this guy is super busy. He's well-rounded doctor. He loves doing landscape design. So obviously not a lot, maybe one every 2 months, every 3 months. He will get a contract through his brother or through his family to design a garden for somebody, and he would make some money on that. It's not a lot, but that's what he likes doing, and he charges people to do that. The next one is he has some rental properties. Maybe he has 1 or 2 rental properties that he bought through a property manager, or maybe through his family said, listen, let's go into this property. So he gets some income from this property. So these are the ways that he makes money. You can put in your own things. Whatever you do, just put in the ways that you make your money in there. Now the second one we're going to look at is passion. What does he like doing? Now he likes reading about health issues. So he's a doctor. He always likes to educate himself in that space, in that field. So he likes reading. He loves flying and model toys. Obviously, that's what he buys and sells. So he loves flying. He loves airplanes. Maybe he would like to become a pilot one day. I don't know, but he doesn't have the time. So he loves his passion. I know my wife's brother, so my brother-in-law, he is a pilot and he loves yachts. Not yachts like, yeah, it's like sailing boats, and he always dreams about it. So he has pictures everywhere. So that will be his passion, right? And he also likes model toys. He likes to fly on the weekends. He enjoys nature. He likes going, and maybe that's why he likes landscaping. So he enjoys nature. He likes to go with his family to the woods, to the jungle, just go for walks, for hikes, stuff like that. He likes being with the family. He likes cooking food, so his passion is food. And then he also likes exercising. So maybe exercise 3, 4, 5 times a week. So you write down whatever passion you like in this section. Now the next one is, where does he spend his money? Now this is a crucial one, because this is okay, so the reason why you do this, and you want to see which ones overlap with each other, and those are the ones that you are going to invest in, or that you're going to start looking for your investing. And that's what you want to create, these 3 circles, and create your circle of competence. So the last one is spending. Where what does he like buying? He likes buying food. So you can clearly see that these 2 overlaps, because he likes cooking, so obviously he's going to spend a lot of money on food. Property management, his own property that he lives in, his house, and also maybe he has some expenses with his property that he owns. Maybe he has to take some money out for that. Training material for healthcare. So he loves, he spends a lot of money in going to seminars, going to trainings, maybe to up his skills to be a better doctor. So you can clearly see those 3 things overlap. So he spends a lot of time in the healthcare section. Training materials for healthcare. Now I got that. Buying things for hobbies. He spends a lot of money on his model planes. He spends money on going to nature. He spends money on flying. So maybe he would go on, I don't know, sometimes just take flight in a helicopter or anything like that. You can do that. And then traveling, he likes going to nature. He likes going with his family, maybe taking a cruise, maybe going a trip around the world, maybe for a week into Italy or France, wherever you want to go for vacation. So he likes traveling. So now what you want to do is you want to take the ones that overlap and you want to create a list. Now let's take the things that overlaps for this person, for this doctor. So first you can see is healthcare. So what I wrote down here is healthcare industry. So you can now look at what types of things that he starts investing. Why? Because if you invest in things that you know, if you invest in things that you like, that you always talk about, you're going to always study that, and you are not going to get bored by that industry, because that is your life. So first you can look at the healthcare industry. The companies that make medicine, the company that makes vaccines, these are the things that obviously he's going to know most about because it's in his industry. And then second, you can look at hospital property investment, because he's in property, maybe he likes it. So that is called a REIT. It's called a real estate investment trust. You know, there are companies that buy hospital facilities and rent it out to doctors, to other companies. So they buy the building itself. They buy many, and they put them in a basket, and then this basket is a company itself, and that will trade on the stock market. So you can buy shares of a REIT, and you don't really have to buy the underlying building itself, and you don't have to go into property. So you can look into that. He maybe knows what hospitals will open. Another one is medical equipment. You know, there are companies that make the chairs, that make the beds, that make all the equipment that you find in, like the machines, the heart machines. There are companies that make these, and if he is in the hospital, he sees these new equipment coming out, maybe he can do some more research in that company and see, wow, I see all these machines are selling at all these hospitals that I'm going to, and my friends are talking about it. Maybe I can look into this company. Another one is airplane manufacturers. On top of my head, I can think about Boeing, Airbus. There are many other smaller ones as well that you can maybe go in that not a lot of analysts are following. Airplane leasing companies. There are airplane companies, or there are companies that buy airplanes and they lease them to bigger airlines, and that is quite a big industry. It took a big knock in 2020 and 2021. However, it is rebounding at the moment, so it's a good place for him to look in. Another one is model airplane companies. There are companies that make these model planes that he loves flying, and he knows the brands. He understands which one other pilots are flying, and that is a place for him to look into for investing. Another one, the last one, is travel industries. Because he likes traveling, he spends money on traveling, so maybe that's a place. You can also look at restaurants because he likes food. So you can see he has a big array of things that he can start looking at. So for this doctor, it would be bad to look at maybe retail companies. He has got nothing to do with retail. He doesn't spend time in retail, so it's not beneficial for him to look into retail. It's not to say that he cannot. It's not to say that he cannot invest in that, but it won't be beneficial for him to look at retail companies. So maybe he's going to get bored at it and he wouldn't want to invest more into it. So those are just the ideas. So now, as you can see, now we understood his circle of competence. Where can he now find information about this company? So first, what you want to do is, what I made a video on this as well, on Phil Town. Now Phil Town has got a website. I'll link the company right here, or the the video right here, and you can see, you can go on his website, and as you look on his website, let me just close this, you'll find that here it says Toolbox. So when you click on Toolbox, you get a 30-day free trial, but after the 30 days it's a paid subscription. So for that 30 days, maybe you can just have a look at it. Why I like Phil Town's Toolbox is when you click on Phil Town's Toolbox and you go to search, and you can search for industry and sectors. So when you go industry and sectors, this one is going to pop up. So now obviously what you want to do is you want to go in healthcare, you want to go in airline or traveling, and you want to look for that, and you just click on that and it's going to bring up a list of, actually let's go to healthcare. Well, here we go, healthcare. So drug manufacturers, biotechnology, healthcare plans, healthcare providers. Let's go to healthcare. Medical devices. Wow, this is interesting. Okay, so let's go to medical care facilities. Let's click on that. And so that is one place where he can look at companies, or even you can look at your circle of competence and things that you can invest in. Another place is obviously Google. The most trusted resource in the world at the moment is Google. So you can go on Google and you can just type in healthcare stocks, and he can, look at all these companies here, and the list just never stops. This is a AbbVie. We all know AbbVie. So these are a list. This is a list of companies that you can look in and that he can start his research on. So another place that you can obviously look at companies to invest in is YouTube. So you are not on YouTube, so you know how YouTube works. So what you want to do in YouTube, you put in healthcare industry stocks, and there's going to be an array of different videos popping up. Here you can see top 5 healthcare stocks for 2021. It's a good way to start. You listen to them, see what companies they have done due diligence on, take that and do your own research and do your own analysis. As easy as that. Another place that you can go is Yahoo Finance. So you type in finance.yahoo, and you can go to Screener. So when you go to Screener, you can see Equity Screener. Once you press Equity Screener, the reason why I like Phil Towns more than Yahoo is because Yahoo is a little bit more advanced and not so for the entry-level investor. Let's say, so you say add section, and look, you don't really know. It only has a few main ones. So obviously healthcare, you want to press healthcare for him, and then you add industry in the healthcare section. Let's do medical care facilities, healthcare information. Oh, we did medical care facilities earlier, medical devices. So you just click on that, and then you find stocks, and there's going to be a whole list of stocks that comes out, and these are the ones that you're first going to look in. Then you want to look at maybe some PE ratios, see what is the low PE ratio, and then take it from there. There's a reason why the PE ratio is low. I did a video, PE ratios, right here. Look in the description below if you don't know what a PE ratio is. But so this is a great way to start. Look at the PE ratio. Then you can go and look into the company itself. Now, where do you look into the company yourself? You go and what did I do? I said what did I do? I said ABV, right? So what you want to do is you look at ABV. So you go into ABV website. When you go into ABV website, then you go to investors. After you click investors, let's click on investors. So you go into investors, and then there's going to be a file. It's called the annual report. It's also known as a 10K. And the 10Q is quarterly reports. The 10K is a all-in document that shows you everything about the company, that talks about the management, that talks about everything that you need to know to invest into that all-encompassing, there we go. So all-encompassing document that will show you everything about that company. So here you can see I went into investors, and then you can financial, resources, events, government. At resources you can see the shareholder information, financials, annual reports. So you click on annual reports, and you're going to go to the 2020, the 10K 2021 proxy statement, and you want to read through that to get an understanding of this company itself before you invest in it. So I hope this was clear. I hope that you understand. Here we go to Phil Towns again. I hope you understood everything. If you find some value into this video, please go ahead and like, subscribe. We are trying to reach 10,000 subscribers by the end of this year, and I want you to get on board. I want you to ask me some questions. Leave a comment down below. Yeah, and I would really like to hear from you, and I hope you have a great day, and I hope that you take this meaning and you try to figure out your own circle of confidence and things that you think are beneficial to your life, and then you can start investing in that areas of life. So in the next video we're going to talk about either management or mode, whichever one you click in, but then we're going to go deeper into management, and then we're going to go deeper into mode and what to look for when it comes to those areas in the 4 M's of investing. Again, my name is Stefan, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day. Bye bye.